All right, we are here today with Lewis, and we did attempt to go to Facebook Live, and unfortunately today we had some technical difficulties. However, this is perfect because we can now record this live interview, and you'll hear all of the amazing things that Lewis is going to share with you today as it relates to Bold and what Bold has done for him. So Lewis, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you right now? Where are you selling? And most importantly, how do we send you referrals?
As you said, it's Lewis Williams. We're here in the New Orleans market. I've been selling real estate for about 15 years now. I've been one of the top producers in the area for quite a number of years. You can send me referrals by looking me up on Facebook, Lewis Williams. We have a business page, the Williams Team. You can see the shirt here, trying to support our team logo a little bit. Or you can always shoot me a quick text message, 985-237-0712. You can find me on Google somewhere.
Okay, perfect. And we are going to load this onto the Facebook page, the Bold page. So if anybody has any questions for you, they could tag you there, of course, and you'll be happy to answer them. All right.
I'll help the way I can. Give them any insight I have.
We so appreciate you doing this today. And when I say we mean me, Maps, and of course, everybody at the Bold team, of course. Yeah. So let's talk about Bold. First Bold, wow, we talked about this the other day, 2012?
12. And guess who my first coach was?
Yeah,
it was you, young lady. Yeah, you were the first Bold class I ever took back in Baton Rouge back in 2012, where I kicked my Bold experience off. And now 14 Bolds later, I've built a pretty impressive business.
So 14 Bolds later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
wow.
I kept going back, getting a little bit more each time, adding to, I guess, the memory bank, experiencing it a little bit different, implementing things that I didn't get to implement in the past, maybe hearing something I didn't hear in the previous Bold sessions. I really enjoyed getting different coaches every time, a different perspective. That really helped a lot as well.
There you go. Yeah, gotta love that piece of that, right? So you're in Bold. Let's talk about way back when, right? You're in Bold for the first time. Yeah. What is it that caused you to say, hey, this really could work for me?
I think I was just operating out of entrepreneurial spirit. Just, I had a previous profession as a professional athlete, and a lot of business just sort of showed up, but I really wasn't comfortable at the level of production I was doing. I felt like there was a lot more inside me. And it sort of gave me the confidence and to realize that, the limitations, the sky's the limit. There was tons of possibility. It gave me a lot of mindset of mental toughness to move forward and build a pretty impressive business. Because at the time we were doing about $6 million in production. I was a solo agent with one administrative staff member, and I just didn't feel fulfilled at that point. I knew there was more in me if I just started implementing a lot of these tactics and strategies that other top realtors were implementing. And I learned that in Bold and just added on it slowly but surely until I was doing almost 60 million in production 3 or 4 years later.
Wow. So 6 million to 60 million in only, was it 3.5, 4 years?
That was probably, our top year was in 2018. We did 277 units and just a hair under 60 million in production. So that was from 12 to 18, a 5 to 6 year buildup. Like anything, it takes time. You're going to learn from your mistakes. You're going to build on it. It's sort of like a snowball effect, a compound effect. And you keep doing the right things over and over and put exceptional people around you, big things start to happen.
Well, and you and I talked the other day, because obviously you and I coach together, which is awesome. Love that. You talked a little bit about how you could liken it to the repetitive things that you did in your career, right, as a professional athlete. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, I understood the concept of coaching. I understood the concept of showing up every day and doing the little things repetitively over and over and over again until you really didn't have to think about it. And that made me a very successful professional athlete. I got to the college level. I kept getting better and better until I got drafted by the Carolina Panthers and played in the NFL. So really, in all actuality, I was doing the same thing in my mid-20s that I was doing when I was 14 or 15 years old in middle school and high school football. I was just doing it at a higher level, but it was the same techniques. It was the same footwork. It was the same plays sometimes. So that really spoke to me with the Bold program of signing up, going back, doing the little things over and over again, and finding a pattern of events that would give me the outcome I was looking for. Sort of finding like a beat, a rhythm that success shows up if you continue to take one step at a time, and small improvements, time over time, eventually are going to show up for you.
There you go, right? It's that consistency, right? That those
Discipline.
repetitive basics, maybe, if you will, right? So of course that ties beautifully to what we do in that Bold classroom and the work that we do in Bold. So I know that in 2018, right, maybe we went in a different direction.
Yeah, I actually decided to get married soon after that. And not that we took our foot off the gas pedal, it was a strategic plan for us to settle into our marriage. So we did downsize the team. We started to focus more on past customers and not so much cold business, tried to become a little bit more relationship based and less transactional. This year, we're going to close about 150 units. But the reason that I recently got back into coaching and hired you is that I'm starting to get that itch again to do what we've done in the past. So that's why I'm getting back engaged in coaching. I'm going to be taking Bold in October, and we're going to start doing the same things that helped me be so successful over those 6 or 8 years to start implementing something special again, and sort of get back to the top to where we're accustomed to being.
Yeah, of course, right? So
yeah. Who likes to be second best?
Yeah, I know not you. That's for sure. Because didn't you tell me the other day, like average is just not cool, right?
No, yeah, it's not a good look for me. So we're going to get back to the top where I had 4 or 5 consecutive years as a top realtor in the region for Keller Williams, in our region, the Gulf States region. So we hit cruise control. We're still going to do good. We're still very profitable, but it's time to grow a little bit. And we're actually looking for a good buyers specialist to run the buyers division at this point. And we just started interviewing for that. So if anybody knows anybody that's interested in the greater New Orleans area, there's a tremendous opportunity to close a lot of business and work for the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you've got a great team. I coach your other team members as well. And I know you guys do amazing things together and can do even more amazing things. So you already know, because we've talked about the difference in Bold October, or differences, I should say, in Bold October versus previous Bolds, right? We now have the mindset pieces back in a big way. We're bringing back agents sharing their, like you, right, inspirational stories and talking about how Bold has changed their lives, quite frankly, as it does. Mm-hmm. We now are focusing, of course, on lead gen and that database. We're doing a database cleanup, which we hadn't done before. And I know you and I are working on
that
the database. Right? Yes, exactly. We've got those coach huddles that we've added. And I know you are like the master of scripts. We've got that script off competition that's happening. What are you most excited about as it relates I think getting to back October?
Getting back into the business at a high level. A lot of times fear and limitations sort of circulate in your head. And I know a lot of people struggle with that. So this mindset piece is encouraging to me. Bold, I say about 10 to 15% of the program is really the fundamentals of the business. The other 80 or 90% is mental. And like any successful person, regardless what profession you're in, highly successful people know the mental toughness that it takes to get to the next level. So infusing me with that positivity again and getting my mind right to take on the challenge is going to be a big piece. I know a lot of the markets right now are experiencing very low inventory. And I know there's a lot of information about finding new listing prospects, the listing presentation, securing more listings. And we know the person that dominates the market is the one that has all the listings. So I'm really going to sink my teeth into that again, because that's when I had the big upswing and started building this thing, is when I started capturing all the listing leads and converting them into closed business. So building my listing inventory up again is crucial for us to be able to get back to that 250 plus unit production that we're accustomed to.
Awesome. Love it. And included in this section that I'm working on right now in Bold October, the marketing of those listings and how to attract more listings from that. In addition to, speaking of buyer specialists, right? In addition to attracting great buyers from those great listings, right? So there's going to be a piece in there about that as well that you and everybody else, I think, will really love. So Louis, tell us one more time, where are you selling and how do we get in touch with you? We so appreciate you sharing with us today. And then any parting thoughts that you might have.
New Orleans. We're just 30 minutes north of New Orleans, but we cover the entire greater New Orleans area. You can get in touch with us on Facebook. Name's Lewis Williams. The Williams Team's our business page. And parting thoughts, get into bold. It works. Commit yourself to it, burn your ship, and go all in.
There you go, right? I don't know that we could have said it any better. So thank you, Lewis, again for hanging with us today. And I know we wanted to go to Facebook Live, yet I think this works just as well. We're going to post this, and we'll talk to everybody again real soon.
Cool.
Thanks.
See ya. Peace.